Hi guys, good morning. Today is April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day. Hopefully you guys aren't planning anything too crazy as far as pranks today. Today is going to be another ELA lesson. It's going to be pretty short and sweet. We're going to go over this week's spelling words. We're going to talk about our sound of the week. We're going to do a workbook page together. I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. And we're going to end everything with a read aloud and call it a day. So this video should be coming out on Wednesday. Just a reminder, our Zoom meeting is going to be this Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Hope to see you guys there. Okay, so first thing that we are going to need today is our IJs, or your journal, or whatever you want to call it. I have my handy dandy avocado notebook this morning. And we're going to want to open that up to the next blank page and write today's date down. Now today's date is going to be 4-1-2020. And I will write that down so it's a little bit easier to see. You see that okay? I'm kind of scoot over a little bit. There we go. I'm starting to get a little bit better at this. Okay. Like I said, 4-1-2020. All right, now I am going to go ahead and write down all of our spelling words. You can go ahead and copy them down. I'm going to leave this up here for a little bit in case you need to pause so that you can copy them all down. Here we go. First one is her, H-E-R. Second one is bird, B-I-R-D. Next is fur, like a fur coat, F-U-R. Then we have fern, which is a type of plant. Man, I should have brought my fern in. Maybe I'll do that on Zoom on Friday. I'll bring in my fern. It's dead, but you guys can at least see what a fern looks like. F-E-R-N. Okay, next is dirt, D-I-R-T. Then we have work, W-O-R-K. Then we have, remember, our two challenge words that are also high frequency words. So our two challenge words this week are climb, C-L-I-M-B, and through, T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Even Miss McBride has a tough time with that one sometimes. So I'll go ahead and zoom in on this a little bit. A little bit more, a little bit more. And I'll hold that for you right there so you can pause the video. Make sure you copied all of those down. Those are your spelling words for the week. Her, bird, fur, fern, dirt, work, climb, and through. Okay, hopefully we have those written down. So what I would like to talk about for our today's lesson is our sound of the week. And our sound of the week is Say it with me. Not R or, just And what makes fun but also a little bit confusing is that there are a ton of different ways to make that sound in the English language. So in order to make the sound you can use ER, like in her and fern. ER makes the sound. You can also use IR, like in bird and dirt. You can also use UR, like in fur. Let's see, what color do I want to use for that? I'll just use brown. You can use UR, like in fur. You can even use OR, like in work or word. So lots and lots and lots of different ways to make the sound. You can use an ER, you can use an IR, you can use a UR, or you can use an OR, just depending on which word it is. Now, if you guys have different crayons at home and you guys want to color code them like I did, it can be super, super helpful. If not, maybe you only have a pencil. Do yourself a favor and do, okay, my ERs are going to be hearts. I'm going to draw a heart around my ER words. And my IRs are going to be triangles. I'm going to do triangles around my IR words. And I'm going to do circles around my UR words and a square around my OR word. Or something so that you can see which word uses which way to make the sound. You can do it with colors, you can do it with shapes, whatever works best for you. I'm also going to leave that up there for a second. Hopefully you can see it okay. So that you guys make sure that you're copying this down. Make sure you have this information. Okay, so keeping all of that in mind, that these are our spelling words and that these are our 4 different ways to make the sound, we are going to take that sound and we are going to use it to work on a page in our workbook. So if you have your red Your Turn practice book, go ahead and take it out. I'm going to go grab mine right now and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have my Your Turn Wonders practice book and I am going to go ahead and open that up to page 223. 223. So take a moment, pause the video if you need to. Find page 223. It looks just like this. Now, once again, I'm going to go ahead and rip this out so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. Do not rip your page out. I'm going to rip out mine. Don't rip out yours. You're still going to need yours in your book. Please don't take that out. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so hopefully now you have found page 223, and we are going to go ahead and get started right now. I'm going to start by reading the directions up at the top. It says, the N sound you hear in fur, that sound, can be spelled as ER, as in her, IR, as in dirt, UR, as in turn, and OR, as in word. Oh my goodness. Bunch of different ways to make that same sound. So it says, read the words, listen for the sound at the end of fur, so that sound. Circle the word that names the picture. Okay, so we're going to look at one of these at a time. We're going to start with this guy over here. So this right here is a picture of a worm. So we definitely have that sound in there. Worm. So which one of these two, the first one or the second one, do we think says worm? I'm thinking it's going to be the second one because we have m. Remember, OR can make that sound too. So worm. I'm going to go ahead and circle that second one. You should too. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. This looks like a picture of a bird. Bird. So I'm definitely looking for that sound again. So I'm probably looking for an ER, an IR, a UR, or an OR. And right away I see an IR right here. Let's see if this says bird. Bird. Perfect. Bird. Gonna be the second one again. It might not be the second one every time, but it was the second one for worm and bird. 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 Easy peasy. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to number 3. This looks like a picture of a shirt. Okay, so we know that it's got that sound in it again, so I'm looking for ER, IR, UR, or OR. Okay, so right now I see an IR right here, so I know that has a in it. Let's see if it says shirt. SH says Perfect, shirt. This time it was the first one. Go ahead and circle that first one. Shirt. Shirt. last of these kinds right here. There's a couple things this picture could be, but I can tell that in this picture, it looks like he's surfing. So I'm gonna look for the word surf, especially since it has that sound in it, surf. Now, I don't see an ER or an IR or an OR, but I see a UR word. Surf. Let's see. Surf. Does that say surf? I think so. I'm going to go ahead and circle that word, surf. So I'll go ahead and show you those first four so that you guys can catch up. Make sure you're circling the right one. Don't worry too much about putting your name at the top, only because you guys are going to put your names on the front of your workbook. I guess you could do that now if you guys have a Sharpie at home. That way I'll know if it's in your workbook already and your workbook got your name on it, you don't have to put your name on every page. Makes it easier. All right, hopefully you have that copied down. We're going to go ahead and move on to part B, which is these guys down here. And it says, use a word from the box to complete each sentence. Use a word from the box to complete each sentence. Okay, so I think the first thing I should do is make sure that I know what each of these words in the box are. So this first one of us is one of our spelling words, her. This one says nurse. So her, nurse. This one's really close to shirt, but it's got an SK, it's got a sk sound in it. So it actually says skirt. So her, nurse, skirt. And this last one is another one of our spelling words. Do we know what it is? Pause the video, see if you can sound it out before I tell you what it is. Work. Hopefully you guys got that. Her, nurse, skirt, and work. So we're going to go ahead and fill in. There's only 3 blanks here, so one of the words we're not going to get to use because there's 4 words but only 3 blanks. We're going to go ahead and fill in those blanks with one of the words. There is a blank at my school. There is a her at my school. There is a nurse at my school. There is a skirt at my school. Or there is a work at my school. Well, some people might say skirt. There is a skirt at my school because there's probably somebody somewhere that's wearing a skirt. But actually, I think the one that works best is nurse. There is a nurse at my school. And there actually is a nurse at our school. Does anyone know what our school nurse's name is? Anybody know? Her name is Miss Red, and she comes on Tuesdays. So hopefully when the school opens up again, you guys can go say hi to Mrs. Red. She's super, super nice. All right, number 6. Blank hat is green. Her hat is green. We already used nurse, so it's probably not that one. Skirt hat is green, or work hat is green. I think I'm going to go with her hat is green. H-E-R. Her hat is green. Okay, so we've used nurse, we've used her. Last one is either going to be skirt or work. Let's see. I have a pretty blue blank. I have a pretty blue work? No, probably I have a pretty blue skirt. S-K-I-R-T. I have a pretty blue skirt. If you want for some extra credit down here, you don't have to, for some extra credit. If you want to write a sentence that has the word work in it so that we can use the word work, you guys can write it somewhere down here. We have a little bit of space. If you guys want to do that, you can pause the video now and do that. Okay, so homework for you guys. So we just did page 223. Homework for you guys is going to be 231. That's going to be your homework, page 2 231. Don't rip it out. Don't lose it. I will be checking it when you guys get back. Please do page 231 on top of course, your Moby Max and everything else that you're supposed to be doing this week. So there is that. All right. I told you guys this is going to be kind of a short video today. We are going to go ahead and end today's read aloud, or today, I gave it away, gosh darn it. We're going to end today's video with a read aloud. And the read aloud I have for you guys today is a Dr. Seuss book, or at least it's got some Dr. Seuss type drawings on the front. And it's called Because a Little Bug Went Ka-Choo. Because a Little Bug Went Ka-Choo by Rosetta Stone. I wonder if that's really her name, Rosetta Stone. Illustrated by Michael Firth. Because a Little Bug Went Ka-Choo. Okay, here we go. You guys recognize some of your classroom in the background? Okay. You may not believe it, but here's how it happened. One fine summer morning, a little bug sneezed. Because of that sneeze, a little seed dropped. There's a little bug or something. Because that seed dropped, a worm got hit. Because he got hit, the worm got mad. Because he got mad, he kicked a tree. Because of that kick, a coconut dropped. Because that nut dropped, a turtle got bopped. Looks like he got hit on the head. Because he got bopped, the turtle named Jake fell on his back with a splash in the lake. Uh-oh. Because of that splash, a hen got wet. Because she got wet, the hen got mad. Because she got mad, the hen kicked a bucket. Because of that kick, the bucket went up. Because it went up, the bucket came down. What do you guys think is going to happen next? Looks like that bucket's almost going to hit that house. Because it came down, it hit Farmer Brown, and that bucket got stuck on his head. Uh-oh. Because it got stuck, Farmer Brown phoned for help. Doesn't look like Mrs. Brown. He's get the bucket off his head. Because of his phone call, policemen came speeding. Because they were speeding, they hit a big stone. And so the policeman flew up. And so one policeman flew up all alone. There he goes. Because he flew up, he had to come down. And because he came down on the boat Mary Lou, and because he hit hard, he went right through and made a big hole in the boat Mary Lou. Uh-oh. Can't believe all this happened just because a little bug went ka-choo. Because of that hole, the boat started to sink, and because it was sinking, well, what do you think? Everyone started to yelp, and Mrs. Brown called on the phone for more help. Because of her phone call, more help came fast. They tied a strong rope to that Mary Lou's mast. And because of that rope, the boat didn't go down. But it had to be fixed, so they started for town. And because they went there, it's true, I'm afraid, they ran right into a circus parade. And that started something they'll never forget. And as far as I know, it's going on yet. And that's how it's happened, believe me, it's true. Because, just because, a small bug went ka-choo. The end. All right, you guys, as part of an extra activity or some extra credit that you can do, I'm gonna have to give out some stickers or something when you guys get back for all this extra credit. We'll figure out something fun for those kids that do some extra credit. As part of this extra credit, you guys can grab your IJs or your notebook, wherever you're keeping all your notes down. And you guys can write 3 things that happened because the little bug went ka-choo. All right, you guys, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.